everyone, and welcome to Drilling Deeper at mining.com.au. I'm Oriel Morrison. I'm joined now by Andy Tudor. Andy is the Managing Director of Nexus Minerals. Andy, welcome. Great to have you with us today.
Morning, thank you.
You've got some new results to share with us from the Payns Prospect at the Wallbrook Project. Can you tell us a bit about those?
Yeah, sure. It's always great to be discussing good exploration results, and certainly this is the next batch of them, and we've had a good run over the last couple of years at Wallbrook Gold Project. It's certainly become a happy hunting ground for some good results and working up of these different prospects. So just by quick introduction, Wallbrook Gold Project is about 150 k's northeast of Kalgoorlie in Western Australia, and we're tucked in and around Northern Star's Carosue Dam operation between there and Porphyry. So great part of the world, huge amount of mineralisation out there over the years, and a package that's been generally under to no exploration. So we undertook a broader exploration strategy a couple of years ago with the Aircore rig, and have been attacking multiple prospect areas, of which Paynes is one of them. Discovery was made last year. There's no surface expression here. There's no shafts, no historical mining at all. So we are finding genuine blind discoveries. And Payne was certainly one of those with the Aircore results. So we got some fantastic results through the two programs there last year, and slightly different style of mineralisation to what we've been seeing out in the general or the broader Wallbrook Gold Project. So it was quite interesting to see how this would come up. So first RC program, the Aircore looked sort of 30, 40, 50 metres down. This RC program, the idea was get to sort of 100 to 150 metres vertically from surface, and start having a look at that next layer down and see what it looks like getting into the fresh rock. And that's what we've done. So 46 drill holes, 45 of them ended in had mineralisation as part of them. So quite astounding result for the team, and it just showed the sort of the broad nature of the mineralisation. There's 900 by 750 square metres is sort of the size of it, so it's quite a big prospect area, and with results 8 at just under 8 grams, 8 at 3s, 4 at 3s, 4 at 4s. These are fantastic numbers, but I think that for us, the fact that 45 of the 46 holes had mineralisation in them, obviously is a much better result almost than 1 or 2 cracking numbers and 43 duds. So much happier with how it's come together. And we were aiming to try and confirm the continuity, the geometry, everything around the tenor of this emerging prospect area. Like I said, first RC program. So really happy how that's come together for us, and certainly we've achieved those goals.
So what exactly are you interpreting from the results that you found?
Yeah, as I briefly mentioned there before, it's a very different style of mineralisation. Most of the sort of the Wallbrook gold mineralisation discovered to date is being very subvertical, sort of sheeted parallel systems coming almost to surface. This is completely different. So it's flat lying, almost bowl-like. So we've got it dipping to the east on the western side and the west on the eastern side. And that's what we've sort of found, is that we've got a sort of at the moment anyway, sort of 4 to 8 metre thick zone in literally a big bowl that covers 800 by 750 metres. So imagine it's a big area, a lot of gold mineralisation in that in those drill results. So very happy with that. The challenge then is, of course, what's the feeder zone for this? We haven't got this mineralisation sitting above. We know it comes into the fresh rock. We see it in the fresh rock. So it's now a matter of starting to sort of work our way through and go, all right, that's our intercept to date. Where are the feeders? What
are the next steps for you at Paynes?
Yeah, so the geos are back out there now collecting the 1 metre samples that have made up the mineralised zones. These are composite 4 metres that we've put together or collected at the moment. So now we know those zones. The geos are back out there collecting the 1 metres and obviously reviewing the geology attached to the mineralisation and making sure it is what we think it is and why it is where it is. So those sorts of things, multi-element geochemistry, lithogeochemistry, a lot of that will then help to build our knowledge and our interpretation of this emerging mineralisation. And then really it's a matter of defining the next RC program. So that'll take a few months to sort of work our way through that. But, we're never sitting on our hands out there, as you're aware.
So you've got a lot more work to do on the regional front as well. So can you update us on the broader regional exploration work at Wallbrook?
Yeah, so while we're waiting for that work to come in through the Payns Prospect results, as part of this regional air core program that we've been undertaking for the last couple of years, we literally made multiple discoveries, and the whole idea was to sort of literally put them into a spreadsheet and go, all right, they're ready now for RC drill testing, and that's where we're getting to next. So in the next couple of weeks, the boys will be doing final planning for two of the new discoveries, Clement and Godfrey. So we'll be heading the RC rig out to there, and a prospect which has had one RC program done on it a couple of years ago called MC 4.1 and hasn't been named yet. But it's looking good. It's emerging, and we think after the next RC drill program, we'll give it a name. So, we've got two named prospect areas there, Clement and Godfrey. RC drill testing across all three of them. It'll start in a few weeks' time. The boys obviously got to peg the lines, POWs, go through that process, final drill planning. But again, we'll turn that RC rig on and get going and do the first assessment and start working up those new discoveries as well.
So, Andy, just before I let you go, I want to touch on the Crusader Templar prospects. How are those mining development studies going there?
Yeah, look, really good. I mean, those often it's a slightly different sort of route when you start heading down this path as well. So it's a lot of work's been put into preparing the mine proposal, the closure plan, and really a whole raft of associated permitting requirements. So virtually we're down to the last of those submissions. So a lot of that was done through the last quarter and has gone in. So really it's a bit of a waiting game on the sort of the permitting side now. So happy that that's all been put in. And now we're sort of turning our minds much more to our partners. We've been discussing it with multiple potential partners to come mining out there at Crusader Templar. And again, we're in sort of extended and advanced discussions with a number of parties. And I suppose encouragingly, a lot of the parties we're speaking to are all very much keen to be a part of this. And that's just a testament to the quality of the Crusader Templar resource and the money that it can make. So very happy how that's all moving forward and coming together. And certainly we still plan in 2026 to be on the ground out there and starting to dig some holes. So we'll continue to press on and enjoying the process.
Fantastic, wonderful, Andy. We look forward to hearing again from you very, very soon with some new updates. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.